Hi everybody. So I have a Stryker 955 here, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add some input protection to the PTT line, or the transmit line. And the reason I'm going to do that is because in a rare case where a metal microphone cord is used, some static buildup can occur and damage the microcontroller. So what we will need to do that is a diode and a resistor and a little piece of heat shrink tube. Now the resistor can be 100 ohms to 1K. Anything in that range should be fine. No lower than 100 ohms. Really no higher than 1K, because we don't want to interfere with the push-to-talk line. But we want to make sure that no high voltage can build up on it. So that said, if the radio is locked in transmit, which is actually the symptom of this failure, when you get this damaged microcontroller, the radio will be locked in transmit. If it's already doing that, this isn't going to fix it. So, you know, we'll just look at this radio and it changes from receive to transmit just fine, so there's nothing wrong here. So the first thing we're going to do is, now we have our parts, our resistor and our 5.1 volt Zener diode. I'll put some part numbers in the description, but the Zener diode can be a like a 1N5231 or a 1N4733, you know, 5 volt Zener, 5.1 volt Zener. Just a plain, and for the resistor, just a quarter watt. Anywhere from 100 ohms to 1K will be fine. So what you want to do is, just to make life easier, is to take out the 4-pin cable from behind the microphone connector to the main board, and of course being careful that the socket actually stays in the radio, which I know for some of these is quite difficult to have that happen. So now that we've got this out, we're going to put the resistor in the PTT line. That's the first thing we're going to do. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so our resistor is in the PTT line. If you look down in the radio, you will see that if the radio is facing you, it will be the leftmost pin, leftmost wire. So it will be this wire that you insert the resistor. So you'll cut it and you'll splice in the resistor and heat shrink it together, and that's what you should end up with. And if you put this in the radio, oh, didn't get it in the right place. You get that plugged in, and we turn it on, you should see that it should still transmit just fine with the resistor in line. So it still transmits just fine. So we've not interfered with the operation of the line. Now we have to put in the Zener. Okay, so you want the Zener's anode to be on the second pin when you're looking at it from the bottom, and the cathode to be on the fourth pin. So the cathode would be basically attached to the wire that the resistor was spliced into. And once you've done that, no voltage greater than roughly 5.1 volts should be allowed on the transmit pin, which is really what you want. So of course, once you've done that, the radio should still transmit and receive just fine. And that's pretty much it. It's really not that difficult, and it's really cheap insurance. So if you either have a metal microphone or you have a customer, I know there are a lot of shops that watch these videos. If you have a customer that has one of those microphones that has the metal cord, it's really just cheap insurance. And if, again, you're in one of those shops that has that you sell the microphones that have the metal cord, and you ask the customer who wants to buy the microphone if they happen to have one of these radios, this would probably be a beneficial thing to do, just to prevent any issue. It's really just cheap insurance, and the parts are pennies. So I hope that is a. So I hope that's a good enough explanation. Any questions, you put them in the comments. Try to answer them. Catch you later.